I'm Godric, playing Godric. I am a bard. Go ahead, everyone, introduce yourself.
Not all at once.
I know, geez, guys, come on.
Let's just go around.
Yeah, go ahead, Ritosh.
Who's got the background playing? Somebody's got their background playing.
No, that's just you.
Yeah,
Is that
I don't hear
is it
anything.
me?
Yep, that's you. You must have Twitch live right now.
Oh crap! All right, sorry. Okay, Ritosh, I am a half orc barbarian, and we are now, or I am now level 3 with going down the path of wolf.
Halinor be playing a half-elf druid, also level 3, and combat is not my forte. We'll see how this continues in this campaign.
You're good at rolling ones, right?
Yeah.
Natural ones.
And I'm Skaggy. I am the chaotic dwarf wizard.
And this is Kelly. I'm the one hiding behind the maps and rolling the secret dice and stuff as GM. So, recapping where we're at on the story, the last time they went on a hunt for a wolf that had been terrorizing people in the town. Turned out that the wolf was actually a familiar of a ranger. It wasn't really terrorizing anybody. It was tugging on a little girl's dress to try and get her to go and help his ranger friend that had been caught and was in trouble. And her father exaggerated the tale a little bit. So they got into disagreement with another hunters group, and it turns out the hunters group had actually captured the ranger because the ranger was keeping them from poaching. So they got into a fight, and there were some scary moments where I think Skaggy tripped every trap he could. As soon as he tripped one, he ran into the next one, trying to get away from the first one, and left him with hardly any hit points left. And I think somebody ran to his aid and tripped the other trap, and I think there was a lightning owl.
Yeah,
The wizard had cast a shocking grasp on an owl familiar. So they returned with the hurt ranger back to the town, and the town was grateful that they returned one of their kind of the town's protectors there, and they leveled up. So they spent the next week kind of healing and doing some more training with the locals. And during that time, the mayor called in Skaggy and said they had finally made a connection. Skaggy's uncle had actually had a tower near this town, but his uncle's been missing for 3 or 4 months, and they can't have the tower is actually a place that was somewhat occupied, or it serves as protection for the area, and it can't be left open unoccupied because that always leads to bad things moving in. So Skaggy, being the closest relative, if he can prove his worth and go and secure the tower and make sure it's open and safe, then he can become the owner, as long as the local lord the next town over approves it. So the first step is to go and secure the area. The second step would be to go and visit the lord and get his approval. And that's kind of where we left off. So you guys spent some time training with all your groups. You're all healed, so you can all be at full hit points.
Yay.
Your equipment's all fixed up.
That was perfect.
If you need to add supplies for anything.
Yeah, I actually want to go see a armor smith, actually. I want to see if I can get some medium armor.
Not sure that there's an actual armor smith in this little town. It's a little small for that.
Okay.
But there is a general goods store, and he might have some armor there.
No, I can wait till the next town. I'll wait till we go somewhere bigger, more common.
Okay.
I want to go and see what's in the store.
You'd like to go visit anyway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there an herb shop in this town?
The one that you already cleaned out.
Yeah.
Is that all you think about, dwarf?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I gotta do something to keep myself busy, guys. It's either that or I'm burning houses down.
If you didn't use all those herbs, you wouldn't be that chaotic.
Yeah, exactly.
No, man, they mellow me out. They totally mellow me out.
All right, I'm gonna go with Retosh if he's going. I wasn't gonna go by myself, but if he's going, I'll head over there with him.
Okay.
I'm gonna just chill with the horse outside, just kind of hang out, maybe sit on the ground for a bit.
Do you
Well-
have some of that herb you're chilling with the horse with? Is that why?
Maybe I do, maybe I don't.
Okay.
I'll go meditate off in the nearby woods. So.
Okay. Well, you've had a whole week of training and stuff like that. You could probably be gone to this place just about any place. But let me double check here. So yes, outside the door there's a shield and a lantern suspended from a chain. The shield's painted and showing a sword and cheese. It's a local trading post wherein the merchant apparently provides for the needs of the villagers, travelers, and adventurers alike. So the whole front of the building is filled with various goods. The barn has some animals and some saddles.
So we'll walk in and try to see what the place has. I'm looking for weapons. I'm trying to see if there's any either weapons or things that we can. Maybe another healing potion would be good.
Yeah, and I was gonna say maybe a healing potion. Again, I guess since I'm here, I'll check to see if he has any armor of any type.
Okay. So, yeah, they have. One of them comes. A gentleman comes out and says, "Hello. What can I do for you?" My name is Ramos.
Hey Ramos, what, you got any healing potions or weapons we can see if we want to buy from you?
Well, you could check out the rack there. There's almost everything you could want for swords. We got long swords, and we got some light rapiers, and we've got some daggers. And over here, there's a large two-handed sword. Though it doesn't look that large for you, you could probably wield it pretty easily.
You have anything magic?
No, we don't necessarily carry any magic
Okay.
for weapons.
Well, do you happen to have any armor in stock? Is that in the back? I don't see any out front of the store.
Yes, we have some chainmail over here, over in this corner.
Oh, okay.
He opens up
I didn't
some-
see it.
Opens up some areas, some chests, and there's some padded and some leather and some studded leather. Now, for your size, I'm not sure if we have anything, but we could over here I don't think we have any chain in your size, but we do have some studded
There's no
leather
shop.
over here that we could size a little bit to you.
Apparently, the
Easily.
store doesn't carry the children's toys.
Oh, hey, look who's talking. Dwarf. Aren't you smoking peyote with a horse? Leave me the hell alone. So,
Hey, we all got Godric, we all got crossbows last time, right?
yeah, we
Does
did.
everyone have one right now?
I know I have a crossbow with some tipped arrows and some normal bolts. I don't believe everyone has one. I believe you have, or Halinor has a heavy
I
crossbow.
thought there were like 4.
I didn't get one. I didn't take one. If there was one available.
I think
got
Halnor
the-
might have a heavy, but
I got the vest of that thing that attached for the quick draw.
oh yeah. I strapped that on him last time. That was fun.
But I don't know. Does that have a crossbow on it, or is it just the vest?
It's just the vest.
I know I gave a heavy crossbow to someone. It could have been you, Retosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I have it.
Yeah. That would make sense to me.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said this studded leather. Again, outside the game, I guess. Do I know this is better armor than what I'm currently wearing? Than my leather armor?
Studded leather would, it would add, I think, a point to you.
Okay, and I guess I asked him, I was like, oh, how long would that take to resize, and what's the price you're looking at for that?
So let's see.
And while you're doing that, let's go for a package deal here. Throw in that great sword and some crossbow bolts.
Okay, so the great sword,
Yeah.
it's a heavy two-handed. It would be 80 gold.
Just the sword?
Wow.
Yes, for the sword.
You're in your own package deal, sir.
Yeah.
So I go, anyway, about that armor we were talking about a little earlier, my friend is, he's a little, he can deal with his own thing.
So that was 80 for the armor and the sword, right?
No, just the sword.
No, just the sword.
Shit. Hey, Godric, I'm talking to the shopkeeper here.
For the studded,
I feel like I'm gonna slap Retosh, but I know I'm really tiny, so I just kind of fucking take it.
I feel like the counter comes up to here and like Howard is just like kicking him, you know?
You know what? We're fucking outside, okay? We're not inside of the counter. Fuck you, okay?
I'm still kicking you though.
Whatever.
70 gold for the studded leather, and that includes the sizing.
70 gold for that, including sizing. How about 60, friend?
My children wouldn't be able to eat tonight for 60.
Of course they want it. How am I such an asshole? But see, I won't be able to survive if I don't have this armor. See, I'm very, very small and tiny, as you can see. My friend's here to protect me, and I need a little help.
Now, there's also, if you want to go up into medium armor, there's hide, chain counts that, scale mail also counts, but you only get 2 for a dexterity modifier. I'm not sure what is your dexterity.
Fucking 4. Oh no, yeah, my dexterity's 4. I'm at 18.
So you could go to those, but you'd lose 2 points on your. It'd be a wash.
Yeah.
Whether you're wearing like
And that's
scale.
That's on
or
all medium armor?
if you went from studded leather, is armor class 12 plus to your dexterity, it'd give you a 16. If you went to hide, it'd still be 12, but you'd lose 2 points off your dexterity. Chain, you'd lose 1 point difference, you'd be 1 less. You'd have to go to breastplate armor
Which I can't.
or half plate, which are both considered medium.
Oh, they're both
Medium?
considered medium?
Plates medium?
Half plate
Half plates
Oh,
medium?
half plates medium.
or a breastplate.
And he
But
doesn't have any of that, right?
Breastplate would be around 600 gold.
Yeah. But you said the studded armor would be.
It's still considered light. It'd give you an armor class 12 plus your dex, which would be 16. Give you 1 point better.
I'm at 14 right now.
Oh, I'll give you 2 points better.
Yeah. Fuck. And there's nothing I can say to this guy.
Charisma roll.
70.
Is that meta? Is that meta if I say charisma roll?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what I would say to get him to. Can I like do a little dance for him?
You're not that. You're not that charismatic in real life. Owen.
Oh yeah, fuck you. Whatever. Whatever.
You can ask him what his kids are eating, golden cow or
yeah,
what.
yeah. I'm gonna, 10 gold for his freaking kids to eat. I mean, that's a pricey thing. How about Ritosh? You said you wanted some bolts, right? For your crossbow.
I want some bolts, and I think I'll throw in my great axe and see how much he'll give me for that.
I was gonna say I have some bolts for you if you want to flip me 10 gold.
I can do that.
I guess you can take my 35 bolts, and I'll give him my crossbow too if we want to. I don't even know if he wants the stuff, but I can give him my crossbow. I'll give him the bolts so you can use those.
Or you're going to try and sell the crossbow?
Yeah, I'll sell the light one, and I'll give him all my bolts that I have.
Well, is the light crossbow a hand crossbow, Kelly?
No.
Oh.
Would the bolts that I have go?
I think we
into
should save the
crossbow?
crossbow. We might be able to use that later. Let's
Okay.
let's
I'm
go
really
to
liking this
Great
plus
axe that
2.
you're trying to sell?
I'm really liking this +2 to my defense.
You give you
Yeah, but
15
I'll-
gold for your great axe.
so 15, and you said the great axe is 70, 80
It was 80 for the
for the sword. So 65. Okay, yeah. So I'll throw in 75 to cover some of your.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Just give me your bolts.
Yeah, I'll give you the bolts. That's fine. So yeah, I guess I'll pay my 60.
Kelly, I don't have any kind of impacts changing from the axe to sword, do I?
Let's see, the sword. The damage will change.
Right. The damage
6,
changes. Yep.
Rather 1d12 slashing.
Yep.
They're both heavy.
The sword's a pound lighter, so I'm faster now. I get a point dex modifier, right?
Whatever. What's a dex modifier?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just feel like I can really move with this thing.
All right. So yeah, I buy that stuff, and I guess Retouch does his thing. So
Hey Kelly, I had me at 191 gold, so I'm at 116 now. Is that what you had?
I
I don't know if you're even tracking that.
You haven't been tracking it that well. I'll let you guys
Okay, cool.
go
Yeah.
ahead and do that. And trust that you don't go crazy and
I mean,
hey, Kelly, I have 1,242 gold. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll take 2 breastplates actually.
Yeah, exactly. Retouch is hooking Skaggy up or someone because I don't think he can wear that. And Hallinor is useless in battle, so I mean, you know. I guess we should give it to him. I guess we should give all the help we can to Hallinor. Maybe he'll become useful someday.
Well,
Did
I
I
was wondering,
mention how much
can we
lunch
give
was
the-
going to cost, by the way?
How much what?
Lunch was going to cost.
Yeah,
at the end today?
exactly.
Hallinor, are you good with the crossbow at all?
Nope,
Or
I don't
could
even
you
have a
use it-
crossbow.
No, but could you?
Good with anyone.
Because I feel like you could be good.
You want them shooting stuff now.
Yeah, do you
Yeah.
trust shooting this with my natural ones?
Maybe it's because you're trying to use the scimitar. You know, that's not so good. Or rapier, whatever you're using.
I'm using a rapier. Hold on, calm down.
Oh, okay.
I can actually hit with my weapon. Okay, thank you.
I think Helenor's next vision quest should be like a Rocky montage, He's like working out.
Yeah, something. He needs to drink some more raw eggs or something. He needs help. He needs some physical help.
All right. So you get done purchasing your stuff,
Okay.
and have you guys decided then the four of you are going to head out to
Yeah, let's go to Skaggy's castle.
Yeah.
check out the keep?
Skaggy's castle. I don't like the sound of that. It's not his castle. That's giving him too much credit.
No, bitch. Because
No.
when I go and clean that thing up, that's gonna be my castle.
No.
I'll let you chill in it, man. You can come on in. I'll give you a nice.
I'll leave you at your castle. You can have your castle.
Yep.
Okay.
Halinor will get point though with that crossbow, because I know he's gonna light people up in that castle.
Right. He's gonna light up the guards. The friendly guards. Whoops. Friendly fire.
On foot,
Please tell me you don't need pots in your castle.
they say it's about a 2-day journey on foot.
Okay, well, we don't have any horses except
I
your
have a
little
horse.
pony. I said your pony.
Only, dude.
Oh, it's a pony. It's actually
Yeah.
a horse. Yeah,
I know.
it's more like a pack mule.
So I tell Skaggy this is actually going to be scary for Godric to say, but I say, I guess lead the way.
Follow me, peeps. Let's do this.
So yeah, we head out of town.
Okay. And there's a nice, decent road that you can follow, and they say it goes, if you're on foot, you go for the first night, set up camp near the road, and then the second morning you would travel. Before noon, you should see a trail going north, and it'll lead up an incline, and by mid-afternoon, late evening, you should reach the castle. If you keep going and you run into another town, then you've gone too far. If you go east and run into another town, you've gone about a day too far.
Okay, well, I'm being super observant, and I'm like timing out the sun, looking up at the sun, blinding myself, making sure it's noon, seeing where we're going, like trying to help us out, because Helenor's wilderness tracking is half elf over here. It's ridiculous. So I'm trying to I'm being super observant on where we're going and trying just to help Helenor out over here.
Okay.
You mean Skaggy or?
No, I mean Helenor. You're the tracker, whatever. You're goddamn. You should be in tune with the forest, okay?
Talking to the trees.
Yep.
Right.
So you go, and the first day you get there, it's a nice walk, and there's really nothing too eventful that happens.
Okay. I suggest we kind of, if we're gonna stop for the night, kind of pull everybody off to the side of the road, and we do a little camp, I guess. Is it cold outside, or is it? We're in summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we don't start a fire. We don't.
Yep, I agree. I say there's a cask of beer there that needs to get drank tonight.
You know
You
that?
setting up watch? Are you all sleeping, or?
Yep.
We'll take watch.
I'm on last. I'm tired from buying that armor, and now it's heavy, a little heavier, and I'm getting used to it, so I'm exhausted.
Ritosh, you're going first.
I'll take first.
I'll go second.
This will do third.
I know. I don't want to be on third with Helen. Hold on, wait a minute. No, you can be on second with Skaggy. I'm like,
So in other words, like,
fucking
in other words,
elf.
saying like
I say that, and I just kind of walk away and get in my knapsack. And
say what you're, and then I look at him and I look at me and I look at Ritosh and I realize, oh, he's saying like Godric is saying like 2 halves equal a full. I see how it works.
Hell, dude. So, yeah.
Okay. So you make it through the night, and there's no real big incident, and the next morning and you start off, and it's been a couple hours into the walk, and you see something in the road ahead.
All right. I mean,
Leading us.
I'm gonna run ahead and try to see what's going on.
Looks like a wagon. Looks like it's been overturned, partially burnt.
Do I notice anything around the wagon? Any like trail of anything coming off of it, or any people alive? Are there any people at all? What do we?
There looks like some corpses.
Some corpses.
How old do the corpses look?
Looks like they're looks like a couple of men, probably the drivers who are driving the wagon. Looks like a simple farming wagon, and it looks like they've been dead a few days.
I say we
Birds
keep
have
moving.
been at work, but they aren't down to skeletons.
I want to check. I want to check the bodies. I want to search and see what they got on them.
Okay.
Scoundrel.
They looks like there's some strings left in their belt where there might have been some purses cut off. The wagon, there's some broken produce in it, some squished melons, but for the most part, it looks like it's been ransacked and partially burnt. And
Can I inspect the melons a little closer and see if I can? I want to see if I can determine, like if I don't know, was there, are there bite marks, like hand marks?
Are they real melons?
How are you inspecting
Yeah,
those?
clockwise, counterclockwise. How are we?
What are you doing there?
Hey, I don't tell you how to do your business. Don't tell me how to do mine. I got my method.
they look like they were probably something that they were hauling to trade. Maybe they were from last year's. Kept it around in a root cellar over the year, but they're whatever they are, they're not edible anymore. Somebody's stepped on them, and around the area, it looks like there's a lot of boot tracks. So whoever was here,
mid-sized or like, are they small? Are they large? Or are they just
they're
boots?
They could be humans. They are not giants. They are not halflings.
Okay.
So
What direction are they going?
It right around the camp. It looks pretty scattered, but it looks like there's a trail that kind of led off into the woods to the northwest. And you guys have been going pretty much east.
And northwest is the town, right?
It could circle back almost toward the town, toward Hamlet. Now,
No, the other
you
town.
should be
We've been
turning
traveling.
straight north pretty soon.
We've been traveling, and they said there was a split going towards the town. Then the other town that's further now, north, right?
Further east.
Further east. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there's nothing of value, I just look at everybody else and I just say, let's just keep going, guys.
That's what I'm thinking, but maybe we can go to the town because I feel like this
Actually,
is,
I just thought of something. Can we hook that cart up to my horse?
pony.
So it burnt?
Pony.
Technically, it's a horse. It's just a cheaper horse. It's like a small.
You just called your horse cheap. Oh shit! Does it like hove him for that? I think it should.
The wagon looks like it's still workable. You could flip it over and you could hook your horse up to it and probably pull the wagon.
It's
not in fine shape, but it would.
I
get
said
there.
let's do that, guys. 'Cause we can take a bunch of this, equipment and shit, and throw it on that cart and done.
Because we're all walking anyways, and the best thing we can do with this thing is to hold our stuff. So it's probably not a bad idea.
And if somebody gets injured, we can throw them in the cart so that they don't have to,
So Hallonar will get in the cart, and we'll all keep walking. Is what he just said.
This could backfire
So-
though if they're.
Yeah, I mean,
you
honestly,
see
I don't want to
their
keep going
guards.
north. I feel like this is a trap. Do I notice anything around here? I'm like looking out into this. Like, do I notice anything going towards the path? Do I notice anything?
You find a couple of broken arrows that were on the side of the path. You don't find any that are fixed, but you find a couple that have been snapped off.
So as he's saying this, I'm trying to figure out how to flip this thing, and I'm like kind of like going to Ritosh like, come on, dude.
Make a strength check, Skaggy.
Yeah, I see Skaggy struggling, so I
Do it.
walk over.
Do it.
I just walk
Make
over.
a strength check. So you want me to roll a 20?
Yeah,
I have like a negative modifier to my.
I know.
Even better.
I just got a 9.
Oh yeah.
What's your modifier?
So
My strength is 11, so I think it's actually just neutral, right?
So-
11 is neutral. Yeah.
Yep.
So he gets it rocking, but he can't quite get it flipped over, and Ritosh just kind of comes over and kind of gives it a bit of a shove and flops right.
All right, and
You
and
figure out how to cobble up harness. It's not the greatest for your horse, but you can get him in, and he can pull it for a while.
awesome.
You wouldn't want to go real far like that or carry anything heavy because it's not actually.
It's not well attached, well equipped.
Yeah.
I suggest we take these bodies to this town. Maybe give them a proper burial. Maybe someone knows them or something. Just to try to find out.
And the other thing is, you magic users, you need ingredients for your spells. So I don't know why you guys didn't go to the store with us.
We need to what?
You need ingredients for your spells, like your chromatic orb. Don't you need something special for that?
I
Okay,
still,
Meta Retosh.
I'm not metaing. I saw him use it before.
I still-
Threw a diamond in there or something.
I still have stock right now, so I'm good right now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do. I didn't.
What?
So
I didn't use it all up. I used some of it, not all of it.
So you can go to. So if you go to the town, it's going to be about a 2-day add-on to your trip if you want, because it's a day further east to the other village,
I'm good with that.
and then you'd have to hike back.
I'm telling this to everybody. I'm good with trying to go put these people to where they should be. It'll kind of give us a day if there's a trap ahead of us in town or anything, just to kind of get away from that.
I don't really care about these bodies, but if you guys want to go to town, I'm good with that.
I mean, there could be some families there or something. We could get a benefit for taking these people back, or it could just be some bullshit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
we're not in dire straits to get to this tower, right?
You're convincing me. I'm agreeing.
I will give
I
you
think
one other
we pick
thing,
up.
though. They're
Yep.
rather smelly. 3 days in the sun.
I'm good with that.
You're gonna
Sit
travel
Halidor in the
fourth day
back,
with
have
the-
him load them up.
After noticing the smell, I suggest that Ritosh picks up the bodies and put them.
He's pretty used to some nasty smelling things, right?
Exactly. Yep. This is orc business here for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you head on to.
And I'm also gonna ride in front of walk in front of the horse, away from the cart.
You're not on the donkey. It's a donkey or a pony. It's not a
No,
horse.
it's a horse.
It's not a horse. Okay.
I will double check my inventory. I believe it was a horse.
You would fall off a horse, okay?
Yeah, it's a horse. It actually is a horse.
Kelly, can we make his horse a pony?
Skaggy doesn't know what the definition of a horse and pony. This
Yeah. Can I take out my rapier and stab his pony in the face?
Damn it! No, you can't.
I don't know how it's in your inventory, considering it's a fucking horse. It's not something you put on your back or anything.
Sorry, man. Hey, some people don't start life with a lot of money. They're not rich. You know, you don't gotta hate on me just because you're a 99%er, dude.
Whatever.
Don't hate on the dwarf.
All right, Mr. 1%, haul the dead bodies, you bastard. You rich bitch.
All right, so
You're so rich.
so the next town over, compared to the place you were in before, this town seems fairly filthy and ramshackled.
Oh,
Most
good.
of the buildings are losing their paints. They're built of turf, mud, and brick, some crudely hewn logs, and old timbers from boats. A couple of them have stone foundations and proper boards, but even those appear to be in need of repair. And actually, as you're approaching the building, you see some of them are smoking, some of the turf. A couple of them appears that they may have been flattened. There's a couple of large rocks sitting where they're against walls.
Yep.
So whose idea was this?
Yeah, so guys, this brilliant idea. I believe there's some giant or troll over here. There's some bullshit happening. Do we see any people? Like, is this a dead village? Like, no one's around?
There's some people around.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over to him and ask him. You know, what's going on? What has happened here?
A couple of the first people you see are a pair of old ladies. One of them's carrying a basket with, looks like it has some
Melon?
herbs or something in it. The other one's wearing a gray cloak that's up over her head. They appear to be quite old, verging on ancient.
Okay, so
Just-
yeah, I go over to him and I ask him, you know, what happened here? What's going on?
Late yesterday, toward the evening, we got attacked.
Attacked by what?
Dirty hobgoblins. They were in, and they had an ogre with them tossing rocks. We drove them away, but it was at some cost. And Mother Scragg and I'm off to help try and heal some of the wounded.
What direction did you drive him off to?
We think they left in back to the west, to the northwest.
Oh, of course they did.
Why do you think you were attacking?
Who knows with hobgoblins? Though it's mighty brave of them to actually come to a village.
Well,
It's got me thinking, this is not good.
yeah, I wouldn't say it's good either. Did it look like they were controlling the ogre, or did you notice anything about the ogre that was different?
No, it looks like they was working together.
How many hobgoblins were there again?
Score, at least a score, probably a double score.
Oh wow.
Does anyone know what a score is? Damn, that's a lot of fucking.
Score is about 20.
Oh, okay.
What about these bodies? I kind of point to the cart. Do you recognize them? We found them on the side of the road, and they were already dead.
Yes. Tulab. He was going over and taking some stuff to Hamlet to sell. Looks like maybe the hobgoblins got him underway.
So you say you have some injured people around.
Yep.
Where are they located at? Let's go take a look at them.
I was going to go help the smithy out.
I have no interest in that. I go over to Retosh and I look at Retosh and go, "We need to get the fuck out of here."
I look at
and he just looks back at me. He doesn't say anything.
I look at after I mentioned helping out the injured.
So
Yeah, I'll go.
Skaggy, you're going to go with her? Well,
I'll follow too.
okay. So the smithy's name is Otis, and he has a couple gashes on his legs that she's going to put some poultices on and a nasty one across his back. Right under his, kind of on his back on his side. It looks like it got through a crease in some armor or something. He says, "Yes, damn hobgoblin." He used to be a mercenary. Now I had to retire and been helping build some of the armor around here, but what you know it, some of my own had a hole in it. Damn stuff. Got me right through some laces.
Do you have any armor lying around still, or?
He has some he could sell, potentially.
I'm not there.
What do you have?
He has a little bit of scale and some half plate. What you looking for?
Honestly, don't know. Trying to figure out what'll work without wording like that. Okay.
I was gonna say what works for an armor class 12. That's what I am.
So what you're wearing, I think, is just Skaggy is just wearing robes, I believe.
Yeah.
And
I have leather armor.
And your so your armor class is just coming from your dexterity. For the dwarf. For Halinor, you're wearing leather.
Yep.
And your dexterity is
+2, 15.
Actually, you should have. Are you wearing leather? Is that what you said?
Yep.
You should have one more point.
16 dex?
Halinor, no, you have a 15 dexterity, but your armor class should be 13, not 12.
My armor is 13.
Okay.
At least I have it on my sheet.
You good?
Yep.
Okay. Good.
So, what would do either of these match? What would be good for me, or I don't know what I'm trying to find.
No, druids don't want to wear a lot of metal. Scale is usually in metal. I think that's even why they don't want to wear studded. So.
Okay, I'll go past them. So I'm say, can I ask him? So what are you doing here now? After the assault.
Well, I'll start fixing up and sharpening swords and getting ready in case they decide to come back.
Is this the first time they've attacked?
It's been the first time in a long time since we've had this kind of problems.
What do you mean long time? You said this has happened in the past?
Back when the temple was going active, this was not a good place to live. But the temple got destroyed.
What temple are you referring to? Is this in town?
To the east.
And what type of temple is this?
Oh, they worship some kind of elemental demons over there.
Hmm.
To the north and east, but the good people came through and destroyed it. What, 30 years ago? We haven't seen that kind of trouble since then.
So
The occasional group of bandits, but nobody's been so brave to come into a town. Not
So
all
just
of them left. We got a few of them.
Just step away from role playing here for a second. We are northwest of that intersection, and Skaggy's uncle's or castle was due east. So this temple is north of Skaggy's uncle's castle.
So where you are right now is you took the road going east out of Hamlet.
Yep.
And about 1 day east is where, plus a couple hours, is where you ran into the wagon. You should have turned about an hour from there and gone north for almost a day to get to the tower. Instead, you continued almost straight east to the second village called Nulb. So it's almost 2 days straight east of Hamlet. They're talking about a temple that is east of Nulb. And they said that the hobgoblins fled to the northwest of Nulb.
Okay. So I turned to Skaggy and I'm going to ask him, so did your uncle ever mention anything about these hobgoblins or temple? Have you heard about any of this before?
No, I haven't. I mean, the hobgoblins, yeah, that seems normal. I think that actually led to why he, reinforced that castle in the first place. Didn't just have like a small shanty. But yeah, as far as the temple thing, no, he never explained that to me. But it wouldn't make sense because this was the uncle that helped support me and my wizardry and things. And I know that he knew about a lot of weird stuff, but he didn't want to explain a lot of it because our family was all weird about that stuff. If you're not like a dwarf warrior, then you're not really a dwarf, kind of a thing. So
what you're saying is that's not really a pony, or it is a pony. Sorry. Sorry. I'm not even in the fucking conversation. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're outside smoking hash. Get out of here.
I talked to Ritosh and he just said fuck you. He just left.
I'm back.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Nothing.
So
Okay. I guess at this point, I'm going to turn to Skaggy and say, Skaggy, do you want to head to your uncle's keep and try to get reinforcements to see if we can reinforce anything and return to this issue later?
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I think we finish our quest to the keep, and then we'll take the next one from there.
Okay.
Especially since there could be fighting and stuff involved. I mean, who knows what?
Right.
And there might be.
We can't take on 40 hobgoblins.
Yeah, I mean, we're not in the conversation. God damn it. We're outside.
Nope, you're not. So I look at Halnor and I'm like, yeah, I think we continue on to the keep because they're supposed to. My uncle probably left me some good stuff there, so we can go pick that up on our way to the next adventure.
are you talking Granite Keep? You're a nephew of Granite Driver?
I hesitate a little bit and I say, yeah, sir. My name is Skaggy.
Yes. Yeah, I knew of your uncle. He's a weird folk.
I say weird. Weird in what way?
Just a bit eccentric, Every now and then he'd answer a question before you even asked him. Always drove me nuts.
I heard he bred ponies.
Yeah, and he used to inspect a lot of melons too.
Hey, don't meta, man. You guys are outside of this.
But he has had some good friends and seemed to be some good people, so good luck to you. Be careful your keep. That seems to be the way that those hobgoblins ran off to.
I say, good sir, dwarfs are always good people, and I hand him my little water pouch filled with beer.
Okay. Well, he appreciates that. Come back if you ever need your armor. And then he kind of looks at you and goes, "Yeah."
Alright, so Halnor and I look at each other and we're like, we got to get to this keep. So we walk back outside, and the one person was kind of showing us around, right? And is there any other people she wants to take us to?
Nah, she kind of finished dressing the guy's wounds as you guys were talking, and she says, "It's getting evening. You probably don't want to be running around in the woods tonight. You can go over to the waterside hostel over there if you want. It's one of the places that you can stay for the evening."
Okay, so we're going to go catch back up with Godric and Ritosh. And on the way, I look to Halnor and I say, Halnor, you know Godric isn't going to want to do this shit because he's always acting up like that. So let me do the talking, and I'll get us through this.
Sounds good.
So we meet back up with them, and I'm like, hey guys, they're offering us a room at this place here. We can stay the night here. They seem like really cool people. That dude at the armory said, come back if we ever need something, and he'll hook us up. He knew my uncle, and he thought my uncle was weird, but he was cool with him. And I made a good connection with the guy. And they also said the path on the way to the keep is safe. So they said they'd recommend that we stay the night and continue our travels.
Where did they say the hobgoblins and the ogre went?
Well, they're off in that general direction, but they're off in the forest somewhere. So we don't know where.
So you're saying they're near the keep. So why go over there when we know we're going to...
Not near the keep. They're somewhere between us and the keep, but it's not like they're directly in front of us on the way to the keep.
So Skaggy, I know you're a wizard and you're a pretty smart guy, but I think you should know to travel to somewhere you need to go from the point you're at to the point you want to be, and things happen to be in between them. And normally, if there's stuff in between you, you're going to run into it.
No, they said that we should be fine if we travel tomorrow morning and just don't travel at night.
I don't believe you. Who'd you speak with?
We spoke with the guy at the armory there, the guy at the middle.
So as soon as he says that, I will leave and I just go find this guy.
I'm going with Godric.
Yeah. Bring in my muscle.
Okay.
I'm just going to let him go. I'm just going to chill by the horse.
You're damn right you are.
Are you going to the keep, the inn?
Yeah,
you're just going to wait.
Yeah, I'm just going to head to the inn. I'll go get rooms for us.
So
I'm going to the inn as well.
You two are going to the inn, and you two are going back to the... okay. So back, we'll go at the armorer. You guys stomp into the smithy's house, and the smithy is an open air area, but he's not in it. He's actually inside his little hut. So you going to go in the house, or...
Yeah, I mean... I'll knock on his door or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What can I do you for? Smithy's closed for the day right now.
No, that's fine. I'm not here to buy anything. I just need some information from you.
Yeah, what can I do?
I had a friend in here, and he, Skaggy, he's kind of short guy like myself, and I believe he was talking to you about the hobgoblins and the ogre that came through here.
Yeah, Granit driver's nephew.
Yeah.
Hey,
So which location did you guys chase the group off to?
they seem to head off to the northwest.
So towards the keep.
Roughly so, yeah.
Okay. Do you know why they came by your town or your village?
No idea. As I was telling Skaggy, it's kind of a rare thing. We haven't seen that kind of nuisance in a while.
Interesting.
Not since Temple days.
What's that?
Oh, back when the Temple would send out minions like that, orcs and those guys, gnolls, and drive taxes and
temple do
take
you
what they
speak
wanted.
of?
And the one east to here.
East of here. What's that? I'm not familiar.
It was destroyed about 30 years ago. A bunch of knights came through and sacked the place and razed it and burn it till there's nothing but some rubble.
All right.
You know what direction the hobgoblins came from?
I think the northwest. Seemed to come, hit us hard, hit us fast, and then left the same direction.
All right. Well, I tell him thank you for his time, and I take out a silver and I kind of flip it to him, and then I walk out the door, and I beeline it to wherever Skaggy is.
Skaggy, you were walking up to the hostel, and
Yeah.
there's a large, pock-faced man there. He's scarred, and one eye is covered by a patch, and says, "I take your horse."
He says,
Mean
"What?
Penny?
You take your horse.
I take my horse."
Do you want simple grain? Or do you want good barley?
Good barley.
That'd be a silver.
All right. I flip the dude a silver.
Okay, and he takes it and starts walking around toward the back of the inn.
Okay. So we go into the inn, and I want to order food for the four of us, and I want to get rooms and get some beer going for us,
Okay.
and set us up. How's the hostel laid out? Are there just like open tables for eating, or and rooms up above or something?
Yeah, there's pretty much a large open area on the main floor, and there's only like 2 rooms up above.
I ask him how much for the 2 rooms. 2 rooms, a meal for 4, and drinks for 4.
2 gold.
Done. Put it on my tab.
Okay.
What's the silver to gold ratio? Is it 100 or is it 10?
20.
It's 20.
It's a weird one.
Okay.
That's about half of what you paid in Hamlet, probably.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it, that's for sure.
Until you get the food.
Yep.
Have I caught up to Skaggy
The
by
food's
this
about
time?
a quarter of what you would have got in Hamlet. At least quality-wise.
That's alright, man. A meal's a meal at this point.
Did you leave, Ritash, did you leave this at the same time as the armor?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, you guys go back over, and the barman there who's serving you, he's a really tall, skinny guy. Find out his name is Watt.
What? Well, since the rest of our group isn't here,
No. Hold on. I beeline it straight to Skaggy. I put a hand on his shoulder, spin him around, and I slap the ever-living shit out of him.
He's got to roll. Wait, I don't want to meta, but I'm pretty sure you got to make a roll on this.
If you're gonna resist, yeah, he does.
Yeah, I'm gonna resist as soon as I feel a hand on my shoulder.
All right, we'll do this. What am I rolling, Kelly? What am I rolling?
20-sided.
20-sided. Oh fuck! You get slapped the shit out of, bitch. Oh, you get slapped so fucking hard.
There's blood like dripping down.
Natural 20.
Yes, natural 20.
You pretty much leave a nice handprint right on the side of his face.
Wait, I don't get to make.
Now, Skaggy.
I don't get to make a saving throw.
Not on a 20, you don't.
Oh no, that's just a hit. So now, if you want to hit back, feel free.
Nah, I'm not hitting back. I can see that he's got some anger within him. I'm a dwarf wizard. I'm not a fighter, so I can be the bigger man.
Yeah.
I simply, and plus he's kind of small too. So I mean, the slap is just kind of like a slap. So.
Oh right. Not on a 20. It's not. It's not like Retosh hit you.
So let's see. What's his strength?
My strength is 15. It's sure in the hell stronger than Skaggy's.
That's true.
So it'd actually be like a D4 plus your strength bonus.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're doing damage to him. Sweet.
Yeah. No, it's martial damage or whatever. So I mean, only half of it.
Half of a
sticks.
D4. Okay.
So roll a D4. Add
Fucking take it, dude. Take it.
So that'd be 6 damage. 3 of it'll disappear in like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Right.
Fucking take it, Skaggy.
Plus we're gonna rest up tonight anyway.
Yeah.
So.
You know what? I don't give a shit. You got slapped. Like
The pride's not healing though.
Yeah, the pride's not healing. You get just got slapped by a little
Slapped
man.
by half man.
Yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. I can tell who the bigger man is here. I take my slap and I just lean over, grab my beer, and I look at Godric and just take a drink of the beer and say, "How can I help you?"
I'm like, all right. So listen, fuckwad. You're spitting some bullshit about all of this. I heard there's like a legion of these fucking goblins, or half goblins, or hobgoblins, these fucking goblins, and we're going right into the mouth of the beast. And you didn't tell me about this temple and all the history of this town and how it used to be attacked and these knights and all this shit. I just went, you left a little bit out there, buddy.
Yeah, we did. We figured it wasn't important at the time.
It was. Oh, right.
We were trying to go find this keep, and we were gonna go check out the keep.
Well, I can tell you the keep is right next to a bunch of freaking monsters. That's what I can tell you.
Potentially. We actually don't know that. They said they went in the general direction, so we don't actually know how far they went. We don't know if they veered off that course. They just said that was the direction that they saw them heading. So you're making some. So we're both actually making assumptions here, but you're also making some assumptions.
I'm making assumptions based off this would be a boring game if they weren't in the direction we were going. But that's meta.
Yeah, I mean, look, as a wizard, I'm smart. I can think of that shit. Yeah, sure. There is some risk here involved.
But why did you lie to me? I thought we were friends.
So I
this
say,
is some shit I would expect from Eleanor, but you...
So I
thought we understood each other. We had a little short brotherhood going on.
I totally understand, man. I totally understand where you're coming from, and there certainly is risk involved. And yeah, you're right. Normally this wouldn't be my thing, but here's the deal, man. We got to clean out that keep, otherwise. And we have a time frame on it. I thought originally, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
I thought the guy who originally told us about it said that they were gonna give it back to somebody else or something.
Yeah, it needs to get done reasonably soon, because if it doesn't, then yeah, he'll send out some knights or something like that to make sure it's safe.
I say, look, man, this is an opportunity. I look at Godric, I say, dude, I know exactly where you're coming from, man, but think about it this way, dude. if we go and clean this thing out, and that guy who's checking in on this keep finds out, we'll get this keep. This will become ours, man. My uncle wrote it to me in a trust. So if it becomes mine, I am sharing it with all 4 of you.
Do you happen to have this documentation on you?
The guy had the documentation when he talked to us. He showed it to us.
And did you get a copy of this? You know, for as smart as a dwarf wizard is, you sure are no lawyer.
I should have run it down to Copyworks and had him.
I was gonna say, I say,
You didn't take a fucking selfie with it or something? Like, what the fuck?
What the hell, man? What have you? Did you hit up the herb shop on the way?
Yeah. All right. So Godric's not happy about this at all, but he understands it needs to be done. So he just sits down very angrily and eats his food, drinks his beer, and then grabs Skaggy. Well, he grabs Skaggy's beer and drinks his beer, and then he drinks his own beer.
My beer is in my hand, brother.
I slap it out of your hand. Do you want me to roll for that too?
It looked at you in the face. It was in my hand.
Okay, all right, fine.
Drink it.
Then I eat your food, at least some of it.
Which is fine because it's quarter quality shit anyway.
And, well, I got fucking half then, bitch. Fuck you. Okay. So yeah, I finish my food and I just go off to bed. I'm pissed. I'm not very happy at all.
So who gets to share his room?
No, I locked the fucking door. Nobody's coming back here. Except maybe Retosh. I'll let Retosh in. Retosh is chilling.
Do we need to share? We don't have the
There's
room
only
for
2
everyone?
rooms.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll bunk with Godric.
Okay.
He comes, knocks on the door. I'm like, yeah, fist bump, let him in.
How far do you guys want to play? Do we want to stop it? It's like 10:20.
I'm good to keep
Let's
going.
travel to the keep.
Yeah, let's go to keep at least.
Okay.
So you make it up the next morning and start on your travel to the keep. And
That dude gave me my horse back, right? Like I just didn't get
Yes.
jack.
you got your horse back.
You got your pony, okay.
Or like he didn't take my horse and then give me back a pony or something.
No. He took your pony and fucking slapped him in the ass and it became a horse or something. Like,
You got the same animal back, and you're able to head out in the morning, and you travel most of the day further west, and then turn and head north. And just about evening, you see you can start to see the walls silhouetted.
Excellent.
And over to your right, you see another little, a few hundred yards away. It looks like a very small building outside the main walls.
Outside the main walls of the keep?
Yeah.
I tell Skaggy,
You guys are
should
still
go check
kind
that
of
out.
hidden.
I'll go in the keep.
The forest was fairly thick, and you're still kind of hidden by the trees. So, which way do you want to go?
I was gonna say, as soon as we see the keep, we need to move into the forest and move in and stay hidden.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need to beeline it to the keep.
Does, I guess, outside
Out of
the
sight,
game,
off the
I
road.
wouldn't know this. I would not know this. Never mind.
Yeah, if we can stay, I agree with Retosh. If we can kind of stay a little bit hidden on our way to the keep, we should definitely go that route.
Is there like a moat or anything where you have to cross a bridge to get into it, or is it just like just road to go to the keep?
The road heads up to the keep, and you can tell that the walls are about 40 feet high. And go ahead and roll perception checks.
Everyone?
Yeah.
What do you? Also 20, right?
Yep.
D20, and perception adds wisdom bonus if you have one.
I have 16.
And anybody got above a 12 notices on the wall that's closest to you at least 2 people standing sentry on the top.
Are these humans, or can we not make it out?
You can't quite make it out because the setting sun, and they're still a few hundred yards away.
I got a 20, Kelly, but it's not a natural 20.
All of the area between, there's a couple hundred yards between the keep and the closest trees. So there's a lot of empty space you're going to have to cross to get close.
So do I want to try to look a little bit closer at things. So I want to move up, but still stay hidden. And do I see anything else? Are there any other guys, or we just see those 2 sentries?
Looking, you can, after a couple minutes, you notice on one of the other walls there appears to be some more sentries. So each of the, looks like it's a square keep, 4 walls.
Okay. So like 4 points basically, and there's sentries at each point?
In the middle of 2 of the walls that you can see.
Okay. So the sentries are stationed in the middle of the walls, not at the corners.
Right.
I'm going to ask Skaggy if he happens to have anything that can prove he is who he says he is.
I do indeed. So I have a letter back from my mom that actually outlines, her understanding of me and who I am, and that my dad basically hasn't fully come to grips with me not being a dwarf warrior, but he's accepting of my different path. He just doesn't like it. But my mom's totally cool with it, and she totally understands why I did what I did.
So I go, since you have this proof that it happens to be a letter, I suggest you go out in the middle and hold up this letter and go, hey guys, don't shoot.
Can I tell anything more about the sentries?
So the main wall.
Am I still too far away to kind of pick them out, like start to understand like what weapons and stuff they have and things?
Looks like they have armor because you can see the metal glinting, and it looks like they are archers.
So I'm gonna run back to the group, and I tell everybody what we have up ahead. So
Skaggy, can you tell if they're human? Did you tell?
Kelly, was I able to pick up race?
No, you with the low light, you're waiting for it to get. It's kind of messing with your eyes. It's not quite dark enough to be going infra, and it's a little too light, not quite light enough for normal. It's kind of that horrible dusk type of.
My night vision hasn't kicked in, so I don't know race, but they have archers. There's sentry points at the middle.
They're moving along it. They're moving back and forth.
They're moving back and forth along the walls.
Yeah.
But they're walking at a pretty continual pace, I would imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to turn to everybody and mention that when I was traveling on the ship across the seas, we often used trapdoors for things. And I know that to sneak in and out of some type of castles, they use secret passages to get the king out and everything. So I suggest that we move into this house and see if we can search for anything that is like that.
I think that's a fantastic idea too, because then that's a place where we can store the horse and kind of keep the horse out of the way and keep some of our stuff hidden.
So it's a tower or it's a house?
There's a house outside of the keep.
And we can get to it sneakily, or can we? Do we need to go out the open also?
No. There's a small clearing around it. It's only looks to be about 30 feet long and 20 feet wide. It's actually a mausoleum. It looks like a burial location. And there's a little shrine. It's actually.
So let's.
It is.
Are we there now? Did we walk there already?
Hallinor. It is a shrine to the earthen goddess.
Okay.
I think we inspect this mausoleum further. I'm gonna.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till the sentries do their little pass and they're meet in the middle and they're talking about just inspecting melons, and I'm gonna make a run for it.
Agreed. And I tie up the horse.
Hallinor, does the statue look like the ones you're used to? Is there anything different about this one?
I'll refer to the GM. Is this what I expect?
Yes. So it's east of the keep. It's about 500 feet into the forest. It has a small stone mausoleum and no windows and one door. The door is made of heavy wood and appears to be bound with silver bands and hinges. And there's a large iron lock on it. It appears to have something written on it. I can't remember if any of you speak Hobgoblin.
No. Well, but if I see,
is an orc close to that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, doesn't Ritosh?
I don't think he does. No, it's another language.
I have comprehend languages spell. Hold on, let me look that up.
Also,
if I see I can't understand the language.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also understand any written language I see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read one page of text, and the spell lasts for an hour. So I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages so I can read what's on the lock.
It says, "Keep out, danger, this means you, stupid."
Do you tell us what it says?
That's what it said.
No,
Yeah,
the Skaggy tell us what it says.
I tell you guys, after my incident with you back in that town, I'm going to be more truthful with you guys. So yeah, I tell you everything it says. And then you guys all look at me weird, and I'm like, no, that's literally what it says.
And because you told me the truth, I really want to fucking open it now.
There's also 2 graves here as well.
I'm going to go over and look at who's marked on the gravestones.
It appears to be a lady's name, and the other grave appears smaller than normal. It appears it's probably that of a child, and they both have the same, and you can tell by the dates on it that the second one was a child, and both the dates of death are the same.
Do they happen to have a last name?
Granite Diver.
Of course it is.
I want to inspect this lock a little further. What kind of lock is this? Is it pickable? Can Ritosh just swing an axe and bust that shit open? I want to understand this lock better.
Yeah, if you have a good thief, it'd be pickable. It's a large iron lock. It's smashable.
Smashing it would make noise, though.
Yeah.
Smashing it would, but what about using leverage and just breaking it? Like, can he just get like an axe handle or a sword or something in between it? How thick is this stuff? Like, what are we dealing with?
It's bound in silver. There's some ghosts going on over here, okay?
Yeah.
There's something bound in this key. Before we try to bust this thing open, I really want to, because anything that says "do not touch," touchy. Yeah, is there a fucking entrance to this keep? Like,
Yeah, on the road led right up to it. There was the wall that you were on. It was about 200 feet long, and on the western side there was a gate that was about 20 foot wide.
okay, so is the gate a gate or is it a door?
It looks like a tall gate. The wall looks like two large wooden doors, if you will. Go all the way to the top. Each door is 10 foot wide.
They're
Little-
wooden doors.
Yeah, reinforced.
Like
Not like a doorway into your house. They're big.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like big, like metal.
You could drive your wagons through it.
So I look at it. I look at everybody, and I'm like, guys, I think we got two options here. Either we figure out how to get in this mausoleum and see if there's a secret entrance, like Godric was saying, or we Trojan horse our bitch asses into that keep.
I was thinking about circling the keep to see if we can find any other potential entrances.
Yeah, I see. Oh, I see. It cuts to Ritosh, and he's sitting there on the wall going, knocking and shit, waiting to see if there's a weak spot. He's doing this around the whole piece.
Eleanor, what's your wisdom? Do you remember?
It is.
Oh, I
18.
guess it's right there on there, isn't it?
There it is.
Hey, you notice a little bit of by the mausoleum. You were looking at the, since it's like one of the goddesses you tend to worship anyway. You see a couple of red spots at the bottom.
Okay, we'll walk over towards these spots.
And it looks like it's dried blood on the bottom of at the base of the pedestal.
Is this a localized spot of blood, or is there a trail of blood?
It's the only spot you see. Everything around it is grass, and otherwise it'd be pretty hard to spot, especially if it's older.
Is this on the statue? Like near
On the base of it, the very bottom.
Is
there a ceiling?
Is he the only one that notices it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all still like playing around with this lock and looking at the door.
Yeah, I'll let them get into the business. So this is at the. Does it look like the blood drip from the statue?
No.
It's just at the base.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to walk over to Ritosh and say, "Hey, there's some blood at the bottom of the statue. I wonder if this thing could actually move or something."
Okay. I'll try and push it.
Yeah, it slides across easily.
Now you got my attention. I turn around.
You see a shaft that's going straight down.
Da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the Link sound? We need the Zelda sound. Yeah. All right, so Ritosh and I both have night vision, right? So probably we should lead the way. And actually, I look at everybody and I say, guys, you probably want me leading the way because my comprehend languages spells is still taking effect. So if somebody's speaking that hobgoblin language that we read on that lock, I'll be able to hear it and comprehend what they're saying.
I agree with you. I also.
That's good.
Do you carry like a staff or something, Skaggy?
Me, yeah, I have a couple different weapons.
Like a walking stick or something like that?
I have a battle axe, dagger. Looks like battle axe, dagger. Yeah, I got a couple
I'm
different.
assuming you draw a weapon as you go down, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
arming.
do. Okay, yeah, I don't own any, but I could carry. Yeah, so I pull out my battle axe.
Okay, as you do
I'm
that, I
already
grab the
my,
battle axe and I cast
crossbow.
light on it.
And I'm arming the heavy crossbow.
Actually, how long does your light spell work?
Like an hour.
Fuck. I actually look at you and I'm like, dude, I don't know if we actually want this because somebody might see the light through the dark tunnel.
And I'm gonna be like, whoops, you lead the way, buddy.
Alright, Kelly, we're going down the shaft.
I think this is a good place to stop.
You want to stop right here?
Yeah.
This would be a good cliffhanger.
Alright.
The only problem is we're gonna have to wait. Just so you guys know, we're gonna have to wait a couple weeks because I'm in India all next week.
Okay.
So I'm cool with it as long as you guys are.
Well, it's either that or we go on for another
Yeah,
at the keep and everything, right? I mean, we're about to go get into some
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
This is probably a decent place.
Yep.
I'm cool with that.
You don't want to dial in from India? Take your lunch break?
Take a lunch break. I'd have to wake up in the middle of sleep to get on this session.
No,
it would be
So
10
what's the
o'clock
problem?
in the morning right now.
So what's the problem?
Actually, I could potentially work something out. We'll play it by ear because
Well, yeah. Let's wrap it and we'll call it good and we'll
wrap up the session. Yeah.
figure out when we're coming back. And anyway, it's been fun. I don't know why I was feeling like a dick tonight, but yeah.
It was fun.
I think Godric
Yeah,
just
Godric was pretty ornery tonight.
yeah, dude. Godric just was feeling like he just spent gold on armor and he's fucking tired and he's like, man, fucking hobgoblins, like really, he doesn't want to deal with all this shit. He just wanted a nice walk to the keep, but then the world is like, you know what, fuck you, Godric, and he was just he's run down and he's just very very tired. Okay.
Is Godric in beast mode?
No, Godric
Probably
is
slapping
not.
somebody.
No, yeah, he has to go into beast mode actually. But
I think he's in Sandy Panty mode. That's what he's.
Yeah. So that's what happened with Godric tonight.
So guys, I want to point this out before we stop the stream. A dude named Granit Man came in here to tell us that we spelled granite incorrectly.
which we knew.
Which we know. Thank you, Granite Man 73. Appreciate it.
Granite Man 73.
Appreciate it. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys, and